Hi, I'm Derek,
And I'm Solanda.
and welcome to our YouTube channel, We Be Trippin. If this is your first time to the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you can get our latest updates and videos, whatever we're doing. Now, we travel often, and we recently went on a 15-day cruise to Hawaii from
Seattle on Carnival Spirit.
on the Carnival Spirit. And we went to Honolulu, Hilo, Maui, and Kauai. Okay, and also we went to Victoria, Canada on the last day. But we wanted to share our experiences with you. So we hope that you enjoy. Let's get into the video. And today we're visiting Volcanoes National Park. We're catching the volcanic scenery, which is incredible. Right now we are at just leaving the lava tubes. So we're kind of winded because we've been walking. Right, B?
Right, babe. I'm tired.
So we flew into Seattle a day before. We got a chance to check out some of the things that Seattle is known for, and we went to eat the night before at the famous Ivers on the waterfront. Got up the next day. Our family brought us to the terminal for the embarkation day.
We are finally here.
The countdown is over. Our excitement level is on 100 right now.
Yes.
So let's go and check out the ship. Check out our.
Let's do it.
Everybody receives a lei, which is the Polynesian flower when you go on the cruise. Now, we were impressed. This was our first time on
The Spirit.
This was our first time on the Spirit, so didn't really know what to expect.
On this cruise, we went with an interior, and it was kind of small, but we enjoyed the trip. We usually don't do an interior cabin, but it was just me and Derek, for the price. That's what we went with.
I like the interior because I have trouble sleeping at night. So with the interior, there's no light into the room, and I love it because I'm able to get sleep when we go on the cruise. So interior basic room. You have the bed. We have the queen size bed, which is actually two singles put together. There's plenty of storage. Drawers in the desk here, as you can see. There are chesters for you to hang your clothes up, and also if you want to put your suitcase in there. And you see the bathroom is pretty intimate. So but no problems. It was, like I said, for the price and stuff. Hey, what can you can't beat it.
But it's basically the same size across the fleet.
Guess what, y'all? We've been trying, and finally we are here. Finally, diamond. You feel any different that you made diamond? No difference. All the hard cruising has paid off. I don't know how hard it was because we love to get away. We took an overview of the Space Needle from the ship, and also Mount Rainier is incredible. It was an incredible view, as you see. So the reason why we love to cruise so much is because when you cruise, you enjoy the entire vacation. You don't have to, once you travel to wherever the port is, while you're traveling to the ports of call, you're actually enjoying it. And food, all the food that you want, you can eat all day, every day. You have to be careful when you're taking a cruise, because if you're watching your calories, it can get crazy, right?
Right.
So,
but I enjoy the fact that I don't have to cook I don't have to hear Derek every day asking what's for dinner.
Right. So, and that's major because you spend a lot of money on food. So with the cruise, once you pay, everything is already included. So you don't have to worry about anything. You get on the ship, you enjoy yourself, and you eat whatever you want to eat all day, every day. And I mean, they have some of everything on the cruises when it comes down to eating.
The food on this cruise, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think I'll give it about a 6. It wasn't that great, but it was there.
Yeah, well, I kind of eat the same thing over and over again. So, you know, for me, as long as they don't mess up those my specific meals, then I'm okay.
But they had a couple of days where they didn't have anything like anything that we wanted to eat.
Yeah, and so, on the days that they don't have, you know, with dinner and stuff, they don't have what you want to eat. You can always go to the buffet and get something. There's always pizza. There's always sandwiches.
So, what did you think about the pizza?
I didn't like the pizza on this boat. It was I don't know,
very soggy.
Yeah, it was very soggy. And that's unusual. You know, it's normally not like that, but you know, there are options. You know, basically what we're saying. Right. If you don't want what they're serving in for dinner and stuff like that, their option is always a buffet. You know. So
one night we missed dinner and we ordered room service. I had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I had what did I have? I had chicken.
Tenders.
Chicken tenders, and it wasn't right. You know. Yeah, it wasn't right. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So, but other than that, you know, it's, you know, hey. Also, the entertainment on this on this boat was pretty good. So sweet. We saw, her name was Amy Lou. She was, I guess, from Britain Got Talent. And it had to be the most incredible show that we have ever seen.
Out of 27 cruises,
Yeah,
it was the best show
she
I
was the
have
best.
ever.
Right, she was the best. We've never seen a and if anybody, if you know music, she opened up with a Whitney Houston song. So if you open up with a Whitney Houston song, imagine where you're going after that. This woman was incredible.
Yes.
And let me say this, because this is important for you to understand about this particular cruise. Going to Hawaii, there's a time difference. They are 6 hours behind. So what they do to get you acclimated for that is like the first in the first 3 days, you set your clock back an hour each day, 3 days in a row. You set your clock back, okay? Because think about when we cruised out of Seattle, you're already because we live in Texas, okay? So cruising out of Seattle, you're already 2 hours behind. So first 3 days you go back an hour each day, so that total of 5 hours, and so you have to. That's an adjustment that you have to get used to, because the flip side of it is coming back. You're gonna go forward, 3 hours, each day.
I think our first couple of nights, we must have went to bed about 9 o'clock because of the time.
Yeah, because of the time, and also because we actually had taken a cruise the week before. We got in we got back off the other cruise Sunday. We had a travel day Monday, and we got on for Hawaii Tuesday.
Yeah.
So we were tired from that cruise, and I didn't know we would be that tired. So it was kind of rough, for the first day or so.
So we've arrived on this beautiful island of Honolulu, and it's time to explore it.
First stop, Pearl Harbor.
Let's go.
You have to take a boat that takes you to the USS Arizona.
We didn't take an excursion through Carnival to go to Pearl Harbor. We caught the public service bus, and it was $3 a person.
Right. And the bus stop was right across the street from the port. So once you come out the port, you go across the street. There's the bus that will take you to Pearl Harbor. If you don't want to go to the USS Arizona, there's also the Pearl Harbor Museum that tells you everything that was going on in that year, 1941, everything that was going on in that year, that day that it happened, what was taking place. So it was very informative. We left Pearl Harbor. Caught the bus. We went to
Waikiki.
We went to Waikiki Beach. And we walked around. We used the GPS a little bit, and we got to see the sights on the beach. As you see, all of this was the view was great. And there is what is called a banyan tree. A banyan tree is a tree where the roots start at the top of the tree and they come down. So that was different. We actually passed the McDonald's, and we always like going to McDonald's to see like what's different, because we've noticed that in different countries, McDonald's kind of deviates from their standard menu. So musubi.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, that's not right either. People tell them, oh, you got to try the musubi, you got to try the musubi, and it's like spam. No, that was horrible. As you can see, we took a lot of pictures, a lot of videos of the scenery, what was going on. We also went to the Halema'uma'u Center, the mall there. And what did you think about the mall?
I loved it. They had every store. If it was a brand, it's a store inside this mall. And we got to see a free luau.
Well, anything free is good, but you know the there. So I guess what we're saying, in addition to paying, if you want to pay for whatever different excursions and play, you could do that. But there is, if you don't pay, there is still entertainment. You're not missing out on anything. And you know what? Matter of fact, with Pearl Harbor, because we were told that you had to, there was a site that you needed to make reservations for the for Pearl Harbor, you know, and that wasn't true. We didn't make the reservations because I think it was like $100 or so that you needed to pay, and we did not pay that.
And what you'll find out is we travel on a budget.
yeah. Solanda is very frugal. You know, I mean, not so much, but Solanda, you know, she's going to find out what are the deals.
Yes.
You know, what can we do? Because she knows what I like to do. She knows I'm going to want to do something involving history. So when she put it together, you know, we're fine. Where are we going?
We in Kauai. We're gonna take the bus just around the island.
15 to 20 minutes from here. If it's between 10:45 and 2, we shuttle in a white van because these trolleys actually go do the tours. So if you come out and you don't see the trolley, don't panic. We'll get you back to the ship, but we'll be in a white van.
There are some days we didn't have any plan, and it was like that in Kauai. We actually got on the bus and we took a tour of the island on the bus, and that was how much? Do you remember how much it was?
I think $2. If you catch the public service, you get to see the whole island, and you can stop at Walmart. You know, by that time we're halfway through our cruise, so you may need to stock up on anything you need. The end of the trip on the bus, we got off to eat at. They had some kind of plaza with a Target, a lot of restaurants. You know, a lot of a food court.
Yeah.
So we stopped there and got something to eat.
And
we went to Target.
Yeah, and the food was good.
Yeah,
the food was good.
it was.
Right. So I ended up eating some type of chicken and rice, some type of honey chicken and rice, and it was really good. And also the bus, the little shuttle, is right outside. It's right there at the port. So once you come out the port, it's right there. You'll be able to see it. You know.
And it'll bring you right back in front of the port.
Yep.
That song is too.
Today we're in Maui.
And we have no idea what we're going to do today. So we'll just get out and explore whatever.
Yeah. So when we got to Maui, we didn't know what we were going to do, because last year we were in Maui and we rented a car. And what we found out this year is that we were in the same places that we were in the car and had no idea where we were. So we went to Twin Falls and got to see the waterfalls, you know. But let me tell you something about Twin Falls. It is a walk. You know, we thought that it would be right there. You know, you just, you know, go right through there and you would see the waterfall. No, it was a journey. And one of them was like a mile into the jungle or whatever, so that you can see it. So, you know, you have to be prepared for that. But the views, the sceneries are good. The other thing is we went to where the turtles was, and it was the coral reefs where the turtles are. And the thing about this, the turtles from a distance, you would think that they're rocks on the beach, and because they're huge. And to find out that they were actually turtles, that amazed me. We saw people that were not sailing, I'm sorry, but what do you call it? Surfing. People that were surfing in the water and stuff. So, again, it was a great view. You know, what do you think?
It was beautiful. Again, we didn't take an excursion through Carnival.
Mm-hmm.
We took a tour with a local.
Yeah, we actually walked out of the port, and when we got across the street, you know, there were people saying, "Hey, take a tour." So we started asking questions, and we ended up taking a tour with us. And the tour guide was he was amazing. So he took us to Twin Falls. He took us to the coral reefs by the turtles. We went to the Mill House. which was another place that was the
Beautiful.
view was beautiful, and the stuff that we were seeing. I mean, it was. Sometimes there are no words to explain exactly what we saw, and that's why the pictures, even though the pictures do it justice, the pictures don't do it justice, because you would have to be there to see it and be in the moment of what was going on.
If you ever visit Maui, and you don't have any plans, I think a local tour guide will be. I mean, he
Yeah.
took us up into the mountains, which was beautiful. How much was it?
I think it was it like $75 a piece?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
And it was about 4 hours. And like I said, we walked through the terminal, and once we got out to the gate across the street, that's where the local tour guides was.
Where are we at?
We're in Maui. That's all I know.
We're in Maui, up in some mountain.
And it's beautiful.
Mountain Maui. That's the name of it. Nobody don't know. If you haven't been here, it's Mountain Maui. That's the name of it.
And I don't know why, but there were people when we got, to a certain point, there were people that, they would get naked in the water and stuff. And I don't know, they're bathing in the water. I don't know, maybe it was some type of ritual, something that we don't know about. So yeah, it was crazy. But again, scenic, the views, incredible.
Just bring your walking shoes.
That's it. You have to be, bring your walking shoes, because it's a lot of walking. But you will be rewarded for because the views are breathtaking.
Right.
Hi, from Hilo. We're on a big island.
Today we're visiting Volcanoes National Park so that we can see the volcanic shorelines or shapes in the I don't know what the hell this is called.
It's
But
beautiful, whatever it's
It's
called.
beautiful, whatever it is. But the volcanic scenery is amazing. So
Now, when we got to Hilo, I wanted to see the volcano. I wanted to see the volcano, because last year in Hilo we went to the black sand beach. So you'll see the black sand beach and stuff. That was cool, because I'd always heard about the black sand beach, but I needed to get to the volcano. We got up to see the volcanoes. View, amazing, incredible. We also went to the steam vents and the sulfur banks where the steam comes up out of the ground. That was different.
you can see the steam in the background.
What did you think about the view when we were overlooking the mountain? I mean, the volcano and stuff.
It wasn't what I expected
Mhm.
a volcano to look like, but it was beautiful.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, just like you say, words can't explain.
Mm-hmm. And also we went to the Volcanoe House. In the Volcanoe House, there is amazing, the back wall, is maybe like 50 feet of just glass, and it overlooks this volcanic area or whatever. But it was again, the view was, I know we keep saying the same thing about the view, but trust me, as you see in the video, it's all about the view. It's all about what you're seeing.
Great tour
Yeah.
guide.
Now, the one thing is, he, as you see, he had this thing about at the Volcanoe House, something about the man in the bottle or something like that. And he kept trying to show us the man in the bottle in the wood and having stuff like that. And I guess if you look long enough, you'll see it. So, but he was excited to show us that. So we took a tour here, and I'm not sure how much. It was. I think
so.
I think it was about $100, but I think it was $100. Our tour guide was fascinated with. The tour guide was fascinated with lava rocks and stuff, so he had us out there. I kind of felt like we were stealing lava rocks, cause he, I don't
We
know.
didn't bring any home though, right? You brought lava rocks home?
I have a lava rock that ended up in my bag. After I dropped it in the bag in some kind of way. I made a mistake and zipped the bag, and I have a lava rock. So.
Magic beside the sea, magic of Waikiki
We also was able to catch a luau where they brought some of the locals in that put on a show for us, and that was good. That was a good
And I was
show.
in the theater back on the cruise ship.
Right, right. Being on a cruise for this long, you have to have something to do, you know, because they may have, yeah, that all day there's things that are going on, there are events that are going on, but it may not be anything that you want to do. So if you like to read, there's something like you want to study, whatever, you need to make sure that you have you need to make sure that you have something to do to keep to occupy your time.
You want him to get an arm wrestle? Oh my goodness! You want me to make him play the song on the piano? Okay. Right. Okay. All right.
Let me say this:
I'll pretend that
the TV. Oh my God! Listen, the reception was out. In the room, they had like these movies that were playing, but it was the same movie over and over. Now, and I think that what Carnival should do is, because sometimes you're on the ship and they'll have the entertainment on demand that you can choose the movie. I think they should have had something like that on this cruise when there's no reception. Because listen, it's football season and we couldn't catch any NFL at all. And so there was a gentleman that had a laptop and he had bought the Wi-Fi and he was able to pull up some games on his laptop. So we were in the what do you call the room?
The sports box.
We were in the sports box watching, his laptop. So, but hey, that's all we had, and we made it work. This is a journey cruise. So a journey cruise is like a cruise of what, 8 days or more, 9 days or more?
9 days or more.
9 days or more. So on this journey cruise, since it's most of the people are diamond and platinums. They don't have, like on a normal cruise, you have a platinum and diamond line that you have preference to go to this line. You don't have to wait like the rest of the people. Where on this cruise, you don't have that preference.
So it's no priority.
There's no priority. So everybody has to, there's one line that services everybody.
People don't realize, because we know Carnival is being a fun ship, but on these long cruises, it's a different crowd.
Yeah.
And we went to the nightclub a couple of nights, and they had a handful of people and they partied.
Yeah.
But it's not like on
Yeah.
a regular, a 7-day cruise or 8-day cruise.
And with the younger folks.
Yeah, and with the younger folks. But it still was fun.
Yeah. The elderly people, your movement is limited because of your hips and you're doing the arthritis shuffle. You know what I'm saying? So anyway. On the cruise, we never missed the Love and Marriage show. We never missed the Love and Marriage show. It is very entertaining. They normally take 3 couples. So you have the couple, the most recently married couple. You have a couple that has been married the most amount of time, and then you have a marriage in between. And they ask them questions. I mean, it's questions about exes and sex and strange places, most memorable places that they've made out and stuff like that. It is hilarious, because
ice cream.
yeah, they call it ice cream. Okay, the most memorable place that they've had ice cream, and it's very entertaining. It is hilarious and I think what we see is with the older couples that have been married 40, 50, 60 years and beyond, they're very honest. They don't care. Whereas the younger couple, they're careful with what they say because I guess they don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or whatever. But it's amazing. The other thing about cruising, what we like is when you add in entertainment, in addition to the food, you have comedy, you have
the Broadway shows.
There's always music playing somewhere. Somebody's doing live music.
Trivia.
There's trivia all day.
Dance classes.
There are games that you can play.
You had painting on this cruise. The journey.
Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff to do. This other gentleman, his name was Marcus Anthony, and his show was pretty good as well.
It was.
Yeah, his show was pretty good. He really entertained, the audience, interacted with the audience. So his was a good show as well. Then on the day before, we debarked out to Victoria, Canada. Got to Victoria, Canada at night, and it was obvious that it wasn't about Canada. This cruise was really about Hawaii, because we got to Victoria at
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock at night, and I think we had to be back on for like 11 o'clock. So you only had like 3 hours, to really explore the city. But it was beautiful, at night and stuff were amazing.
We caught a tour bus when we got off the ship. They have buses at the port, and it was $15 a person.
Yeah.
And they'll bring you into the city, and you could catch the tour bus back to the port.
Right. And what should have been like a shuttle bus, when we on the way back, we had the guy that was driving, he was knowledgeable about the area, and he started like giving us a tour, pointing certain things out to us and letting us know the history. So that was it was surprisingly good.
Oh, we wanted to tell them about the luggage belly.
Oh yeah.
On debarkation day.
Yeah, on debarkation day. Now normally, you have the zones that you have to you get your tags for, and the platinum, diamond, they have preference over everyone else. Well, with this cruise, there was a luggage valet, and they took, once we told them that we were flying, they took our luggage to the airport for us. And we had 2 flights to catch. And when we got there, it wasn't a problem, because once we got back to Texas, our luggage was there. So it was a new system, but it went very smooth. Well, it was new to us, and it went very smooth. We got off the boat, went straight to the airport. Now we had to pay our own way to the airport. We had to Uber to the airport.
But it is cheaper to Uber without luggage, so it saved us money.
Right, because we didn't have to get a bigger, one of the larger vehicles. So I think I think it was $75 to the airport.
Yeah,
about $75 to the airport from the terminal. So it was very smooth overall. This entire process of embarkation was smooth, and debarkation was smooth. So hey.
Yeah, they didn't even ask for your passport and your ID when you got off in Seattle.
Right. And that was different.
All right, customs didn't ask you, just walk out.
Yeah, so it was a different process.
Right.
Okay. So, well, hopefully you enjoy our experiences, and hopefully we make you want to take this cruise or go to Hawaii. Other than that, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, I'm Derek.
And I'm Solanda.
And this is We Be Trippin'. And God bless you and keep you.